Picture this scene on a quiet Tokyo morning. A 92-year-old Japanese grandmother bends down and touches her toes effortlessly. No groaning, no leaning on a nearby railing. Just smooth, fluid movement that would make someone half her age envious. Meanwhile, in many Western countries, people in their 60s often struggle just to put on their socks without sitting down or bracing against something. The contrast is striking enough to make anyone stop and wonder what's really going on. For years, wellness observers and aging specialists have noticed this pattern. Japanese elders tend to maintain mobility far longer than their Western counterparts. They walk with more ease, stand up from the floor more comfortably, and move with a kind of relaxed confidence that doesn't seem to fade with age. And the interesting part? It isn't because they're taking special supplements, enrolling in yoga studios, or following complicated workout programs. Their advantage appears to come from something far simpler. A nightly routine built into their culture, passed down quietly from generation to generation. Across Japan, many older adults spend just a few minutes each night doing a small sequence of gentle movements before bed. These aren't exercises in the traditional Western sense. They're slow, mindful patterns meant to help the body unwind after a day of sitting, walking, cooking, or working. People who practice them often say they sleep better, move better in the morning, and feel less stiff throughout the day. Some experts believe that this consistency, done night after night, year after year, plays a major role in keeping joints feeling looser and the body more responsive. Rather than relying on intensity or effort, the routine works with the body's natural evening rhythm, when muscles begin to relax and the mind slows down. Let's start with the movement, considered the foundation of the entire practice. The one many Japanese elders casually refer to as their nightly reset button. Movement number 5, seated forward fold. At first glance, the seated forward fold looks simple, almost too easy to make a difference. You sit on the floor with your legs straight in front of you, keeping your spine tall as if someone is gently pulling it from the crown of your head. Then, slowly, you walk your hands forward along your legs, allowing gravity to do the work. There is no bouncing, no forcing, no urgency. Each inhale and exhale is deliberate, letting the body ease into the position. Many wellness practitioners point out that holding this position for a short period can help release tension in the back of the body. The connective tissues surrounding your muscles, which often stiffen after years of sitting, stress, and limited mobility, may begin to feel looser and more responsive. Instead of focusing on scientific measurements or exact outcomes, the emphasis in Japan is simply on how the body feels, softer, less guarded, and more open. People who practice this regularly at night often say that the timing makes a difference. The body naturally cools down before sleep, and this gentle shift seems to help muscles soften more easily. Some Japanese elders place a folded blanket under their sitting bones to increase comfort and maintain proper posture. Beginners might only reach their knees at first, but over time, most people notice they naturally fold a little deeper. The nervous system slowly learns that the position is safe, reducing the instinctive tension that holds the body back. From the lower back and hamstrings, we move upward along the spine to a stretch that works silently but consistently, the lying spinal twist. Movement number 4, lying spinal twist. The lying spinal twist may look passive, lying on your back with your knees bent, feet flat on the floor, and allowing your knees to fall to one side. Arms extend out in a T shape, shoulders press gently against the mat. It seems almost effortless, yet many mobility experts and physical wellness teachers believe this simple movement can help the spine feel less compressed after a long day. Throughout normal daily activity, gravity and posture naturally place pressure on the spine. This twist offers a counter movement, creating a sense of spaciousness along the back. Some people describe the feeling as a subtle unwinding, as if the body is reminding itself how to move comfortably again. The twist also reaches the intercostal muscles, the small muscles between the ribs, which rarely get stretched in typical Western routines. As people deepen their breathing during the twist, they often feel the rib cage expand more freely, almost like giving the torso room to move again. Many Japanese elders add small modifications such as placing a pillow between the knees to maintain hip alignment or resting a cushion under the shoulder blades for additional ease. Rather than forcing the position, they let the body settle into it slowly. After a minute or so, the nervous system usually begins to relax and the stretch becomes more comfortable. Over weeks of repetition, many people report feeling more mobile when turning, reaching, or rotating their torso, not because of medical changes, but because their body becomes more familiar with moving in this smoother, more fluid way. The philosophy behind the movements. What makes this Japanese approach so unique isn't intensity, difficulty, or dramatic results. It's consistency. These movements are gentle enough to be repeated every evening, and many Japanese elders treat them like brushing their teeth, a nightly ritual that keeps the body feeling functional and comfortable over time. The goal isn't extreme flexibility or sudden transformation. Instead, it's about maintaining ease of movement well into old age. By regularly giving the spine and joints a chance to unwind before sleep, people often feel less stiffness, more lightness, and better overall comfort. These changes are not guaranteed or clinical. They're simply the kinds of improvements people commonly report when they adopt routines based on mindful, consistent mobility. Understanding these first two movements builds the foundation for deeper spinal flow and overall body comfort, and the next chapter explores the movements that build upon this foundation. Movement number 3, cat-cow undulation, awakening the spine. Get down on your hands and knees. It's a position many people haven't returned to since childhood, yet it remains one of the most natural shapes the body can form. As you inhale, let your belly soften toward the floor while lifting your chest and tailbone, the gentle cow position. As you exhale, round your spine upward like a stretching cat, drawing your belly toward your center. Continue this slow, rhythmic wave for a couple of minutes, moving with the breath instead of forcing it. Across Japan, this movement is widely practiced among older adults because many feel it helps the spine loosen after a long day of sitting or standing. The simple undulating motion seems to encourage segments of the spine to move more freely, helping people feel less stiff in the mornings. Some wellness practitioners also suggest that the rhythmic nature of the cat-cow pattern may support relaxation by encouraging deeper, slower breathing. People who do this regularly often talk about a sense of unwinding in the back, as though the vertebrae are rediscovering their natural glide. The secret is in the fluidity, starting from the tailbone and letting the motion ripple up the spine, like a strand of seaweed moving with the tide. For those with sensitive wrists, Japanese elders often modify the position by moving onto the forearms or placing a folded towel under the hands for support. Over time, most people find the wrists grow more comfortable and the spine begins to move more independently between segments. Beyond the physical movement, this practice also has a subtle mental benefit. The slow, even rhythm works almost like a moving meditation, helping the mind settle and the breath deepen. Many people say the combination of breathing and gentle motion helps them transition from daytime tension to a calmer, ready-for-rest state. One of the reasons this exercise is so popular right before bed. As the spine melts into rhythm and the back begins to open, the next movement shifts attention to the joints responsible for the body's weight and balance, the ankles and hips. Movement number 2, ankle and hip circles, the foundation of stability. Sit on the edge of your bed with one leg extended. Slowly rotate your ankle in a circle, then reverse the direction. Switch legs and repeat. At first glance, it seems almost too simple to matter, but this is one of the most consistent habits among older adults in Japan. Many say it helps them maintain steadier balance and a smoother walking pattern as they age. Daily life tends to restrict the ankle to small, repetitive movements. Over time, the joint can stiffen, causing the knees and hips to compensate in ways that feel uncomfortable. Gentle ankle circles remind the joint of its full range, supporting a more natural walking rhythm. Japanese elders think of this as waking the feet, preparing the lower body to move freely the next day. But they don't stop at the ankles. The hips, one of the most important yet most neglected joints, come next. Lie on your back and bring one knee toward your chest, then create slow, deliberate hip circles. Switch legs and repeat. While walking moves the hips mainly forward and backward, these circles explore the fuller rotational capacity of the joint. Many people say the hips feel lighter and more responsive afterward, especially when practiced softly and consistently. This nightly habit is less about chasing big results and more about preparing the joints to stay mobile with age. Some believe that doing these circles before sleep helps the body settle into a more relaxed state, allowing the joints to feel looser in the morning. Clicking or popping sounds are common and usually harmless, often just the body adjusting to movements it isn't used to performing. Comfort and mindfulness are key principles in Japan's approach. Older adults often do these ankle and hip circles while listening to soft music, unwinding from their day, or simply breathing slowly. The act becomes meditative rather than mechanical, combining movement with relaxation. Many people say this blend of gentle motion and calm focus helps not only with mobility, but also with easing the mind before bedtime. Movements number 3 and number 2 form an important stage of this nightly routine. The spine awakens, the lower body finds its rhythm, and the joints begin to feel more alive and supported. And now, we approach the final chapter, a single, deceptively simple movement that many Japanese elders regard as the most essential of them all. It ties the entire practice together and is often credited with helping them move comfortably, confidently, and independently well into advanced age. Now we reach the movement many Japanese elders consider the quiet cornerstone of their nightly joint care ritual. A movement so simple that most people overlook its power. You lie on your back near a wall and place your legs up against it. That's it. No effort, no strain, no complicated poses. Just resting with the legs elevated for a few minutes. Yet countless older adults in Japan swear by this position, saying it helps their joints feel lighter, their legs less heavy, and their whole body more relaxed before sleep. Wellness practitioners often point out that elevating the legs may help encourage gentle circulation shifts and ease feelings of swelling or heaviness after a long day. Many elders also say this position helps their lower back feel more spacious, as if the spine can finally relax after hours of compression from standing and sitting. Throughout Japan, this simple posture has been passed down for generations, and people commonly describe it as a way to reset the body before bed. Instead of fighting against gravity, the body finally gets to rest with its weight supported in a new direction. Some say it helps them loosen stiff joints, others feel their lower back softening, and many claim they sleep more comfortably afterward. During the day, it's normal for fluid to settle in the legs, which can make them feel tight or tired. Elevating the legs allows gravity to guide this fluid back toward the center of the body. At the same time, people often report a gentle sense of lengthening in the spine, as if each breath creates a little more space. It's not a medical treatment, simply a natural repositioning that many find soothing and restorative. Proper setup makes a difference. Elders typically sit close enough to the wall so that the legs can rest comfortably without pulling on the hamstrings. Some keep a slight bend in the knees, and others place a folded blanket under the hips for extra support. The goal is comfort, not precision. Breathing slowly and deeply enhances the relaxation effect, and many people count their breaths to quiet the mind and settle their nerves for the night. What makes this movement truly special is how seamlessly it fits into the broader nightly routine. When paired with the seated forward fold, the gentle spinal twist, the cat-cow motion, and the ankle and hip circles, it forms a calming sequence of movements that many Japanese elders have practiced for decades. These exercises aren't viewed as workouts or treatments. They're simple acts of maintenance, woven naturally into everyday life. The real magic is in the consistency. People who take up this routine later in life often share surprising stories about how much easier daily movements feel after a few months. Things like bending down, standing up, turning to look behind them, or getting out of bed in the morning. These changes aren't sudden or dramatic. They grow gradually from the habit of keeping the body supple and relaxed each night. Instead of relying on intense exercise or complicated techniques, this approach focuses on supporting the body's natural rhythms. Gentle movement before bed can help release tension from the day, prepare the mind for rest, and remind the joints how to move freely. Over time, many elders feel they maintain a level of mobility and ease that others their age often struggle with. So, what does this mean for you? Aging doesn't have to bring constant stiffness or discomfort. Small, mindful habits can make a noticeable difference in how the body feels, moves, and rests. These nightly movements offer a simple way to support overall comfort, flexibility, and a sense of ease in daily life. No equipment, no intense effort, just a few minutes dedicated to yourself. Tonight, if you try the legs up position, notice how your body responds. Feel the weight of the day slide off your spine. Let your breathing slow down. Allow your hips, knees, and lower back to soften. And when you're ready, add the other movements one by one, letting them become a natural ritual, a moment of quiet maintenance that supports your well-being long into the future. This routine is gentle, accessible, and easy to sustain. The only requirement is consistency. A few minutes each night can gradually shift how your body feels when you wake up, how you move through the day, and how comfortably you age. In a world where people often think decline is inevitable, Japanese elders offer a different perspective. With steady care, the body can remain fluid, steady, and capable far longer than most expect. Begin tonight. Even if you start with just one movement, you're taking the first step toward a more comfortable, more relaxed, and more mobile future.